Hey everybody, it's Brandon Soriano here in the back room at Norman's Rare Guitars for an all-new episode of Guitar of the Day. Filling in for Michael Lemo today, who is back home for his brother's wedding. Woo! Congrats, woo! Tom. Yeah, yes. Woo! Congrats to Mike's entire family and the bride's entire family. Hope you're having a great time out there. And Mike's going to be back next week. You're going to see some special guests kind of filling in his absence. And really excited about this one. It's Flat Top Friday, and if you're a Martin fan, you might want to sit down because you might fall over. This is a Holy Grail Martin, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. From 1944, it is a D-28 Herringbone.
Wow.
This, if you know Martins, you're freaking out right now. Okay, so 1944, when we say herringbone, what are we referring to? Well, we're talking about this design right around the rim of the guitar next to the binding. This is the herringbone design that's become very beloved by Martin fans. And this era of Martins, the guitars that originally had the herringbone on them, have been revered as some of the best acoustic guitars ever made. Just period, flat out, by any company, any builder. These are some holy grail acoustics, and this one is no different. It really lives up to it. Being a D-28, we're going to get a dreadnought body size. That's what the D stands for. And the 28 is telling us the woods that we're using. So 28 is code for a spruce top with a rosewood back and sides. And man, the cut of rosewood on this one is really, really nice. Look at those waves going through there. It's really great. We're also going to get a mahogany neck on this guitar with a little volute right there. We're going to get an ebony fingerboard and an ebony bridge. So let's talk really quickly about Martin and dreadnoughts, because Martin as a company plays a really important role in dreadnought guitars. Basically, all guitars used to be smaller bodied guitars. They were meant sort of for like at-home entertainment. People would be on the parlor or in their living room playing these little guitars. As other types of music became more popular, mandolins became more popular, banjos with guitars became more popular, the guitars needed to get louder. And so the solution was to make a bigger bodied guitar. Martin originally did this with the Oliver Ditson company, who was their distributor back in the day, and they called those models the D1 and the D2. They said Ditson on the headstock, but they were actually made by Martin. This would be, I want to say 1929, maybe 1930, right around there. A few years later, with the success of those guitars, Martin decided to adopt the models into their own catalog, renaming D1 and D2 to D18 and D28. This is a D28. This is from 1944, so we're about a decade into the production of these guitars. So they had their time to kind of mess around with it. The originals would be slotted headstocks with a 12-fret neck joint, and what you're going to see here is that the body meets the neck at the 14th fret, and obviously it's not a slotted headstock. This is a solid headstock. On this particular example, there have been some crack repairs. There's one right there, and then a couple things down here. I mean, you're not going to find a nearly 100-year-old acoustic without any cracks. So if you're looking for one, give up. The bridge was re-glued at some point, but I believe that's original, although the saddle has been replaced. The tuners that are back here are not original, but we do have the original tuners in the case, which I'll show you in a second. The neck has some overspray on it. Again, par for the course. That probably happened when the neck was reset. So there's a good chance all of these repairs happened at the same time. You know, you reset the neck, you're going to want to re-glue your bridge, you might want to overspray the neck. I don't know if that's when the tuners were swapped out, but they were done so at some point. Overall, it's a lightweight guitar, it's resonant, it has a V-neck profile, and it sounds crisp, and it is just a holy grail acoustic. Looking at the case, this is the original case, and it has a little rip in it up top, but overall, I would say, again, nearly 100 years old. Red interior. What's that? Oh my god, Jen, what is that? Oh my god, it's my debut single. A quick shameless plug. I dropped my debut single this morning, Friday, September 23rd, 2022. The song is called Wasted Time, and it's out streaming everywhere just under my name, Brandon Soriano. It was produced by Beto Hale at Los Olivos Recording Studios here in Los Angeles. He's a customer of ours at the shop and a great friend. So just a quick shameless plug. Let's go back to the guitar. Inside the case, we're going to see the original tuners. So we do have these, and just so you can get a reference these are the tuners that have been put on. They are open back geared tuners. You can tell by the whiteness of the tips there that they're replaced. So let's get this case out of the way and let's see what this guitar can do. I'm really excited about this one. I'm kind of a Martin nerd, and this is like, just to say it again, it's a holy grail Martin. This is really a special guitar. So gonna fly through some different things today. All right, that's it. Have a good one, guys. Let's start with some James Taylor. Cool, let's tune it down to drop D, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of a, kind of a drop D medley. Gonna fly through a few different things. Listen to that sustain. Just keeps going. It's still going. All right. For the very last tune, it's Shameless Plug Part 2. I'm just going to play the guitar part to that single that I mentioned earlier real quick, and I want to say a huge thank you to everyone on here, to Norm, to Jen, to the whole staff, crew, all the customers at Norm's. This place has really been a catalyst for a lot of growth for me, and I feel like my time here has definitely kick-started my career, and I couldn't be thankful enough. So thank you to everyone watching. If you've made it this far, thank you to Jen for filming, and thank yous all around. It would really mean a lot if you went and streamed that single. So I'm gonna play it now.
Do it now.
Woo!
I'll put the link below.
Oh, thank you, Jen.
Yes.
And it's important to note that on the recording, I'm playing a baritone guitar, which is tuned down B to B instead of E to E. So what I'm about to play now is going to be obviously higher tuned on a standard guitar. If you want to hear the lower version, plus bass and drums and vocals and all that, go stream the tune. So here it is. It's called Wasted Time.
Yes.
There it is. This is your 1944 Martin D-28 Herringbone. An unbelievable, unbelievable acoustic guitar. Really a pleasure to play. Thank you for watching. You can find this guitar and all of our guitars online at normansrareguitars.com or on Reverb. We're on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all of that good stuff. So thank you for following, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Bye. That was awesome.
Thank you.